Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I just had to turn my heater off while I do this video for y'all. I am so excited. Paper Pumpkin came yesterday. Yay! I have such good news of everything. Oh, I get my CPAP machine next week. I get start physical therapy, trying to work the skin around my scar, and I see the plastic sturgeon because you can see it's got sores from the movement on here. So I am yippee-yi-yay, very happy. So I do have a sample to show you. I did this card back for December, and this was my sample. So this is my faux step card. I like the 2 double strips there on this card. So let's see what the kit had in it. It has great envelopes to cut up, y'all. It's great. So this is the flyer for the kit, and y'all know I probably won't do any of them exactly like what they have. I plan on using this for my basic Black Album class. I'm going to use some of the stuff I'm going to reserve because this pale fresh freesia color reminds me of the colors for my wedding invitations, and in February my husband and I will be celebrating 35 years together. So I'm gonna do a little scrapbook in there for February using some of these elements from this kit, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Oh, I know I'm crazy sometimes. Yes. So this was the add-on. It's these darling little boxes. I bought 2 packages of them because I'm going to take them into my grandson's classroom and let those kids make them. They also have an add-on for the next month's Paper Pumpkin, and it coordinates with the Sunshine and Smiles. And they're so cute. Y'all, they're dies. They got add-ons. They are dies. Cannot wait. Go up on the website at stampinup.com, Paper Pumpkin, and check that out. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my measurements ready. So I am using Calypso Coral. Let me double check here. Make sure I didn't cut the wrong color. Is that I cut Flirty Flamingo. Nope, we wanted Calypso Coral, so I just have to cut me a new one. That somehow got, I was like, that does not look like Calypso Coral, but is it what I want? Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna stick that back in my drawer. Of course, I get started, and let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can see what I'm kind of getting here too. I kind of liked it on that Flirty Flamingo. That Calypso Coral is not doing anything for me. I know it's one of the colors in the kit, but we're going to use the Flirty Flamingo. Yeah, we definitely are, because that just is not going to make it. So we are using Flirty Flamingo. I had a card base. I'm going to show you just right off the bat. I took a Fresh Freesia card base, as Fresh Freesia, I need to get that ink pad, by the way, is our spot in this kit. It's a purple, and it reminds me of my wedding. Anyways, I took the largest scallop circle die, and I put it in my die cutting machine, and I cut this circle that I wanted to use for this project out of the center, because I know I'm going to use this then in another project for this kit. So this card base with the big scallop circle cut out of it is going in my Paper Pumpkin supplies. So let me put this on my sheet. There we go. Tuck it away. And let's get started. So what are we using from the kit? Y'all, we are using this, which is a punch out to do this card. So most people would have thrown that away. I chose to start Paper Pumpkin with this piece. I got an idea in my head. So I'm using the large vellum circle. Like I said, we have that large fresh freesia scalloped. We have our key. We have a strip that is 3/4 by 4 strip, which will be cut down a bit. This is from the kit. I don't like that Mango Melody on there, so we'll be cutting that off, but this is where the sentiment I want to use is going to be on that. So, oh, and I wanted to show you. Okay, this is all the vellums together that I took all the goodies out, and I took the Country Bouquet punch, and right here in this corner, there was enough to punch me some vellum hearts. So I did so. So I wanted to share that with you. You know, some of that extra stuff is great. So let's go over what we're using. We have a card base, 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score it at 1 1/4, 3, 6 7/8. Then we're going to cut 2 strips of the same colored cardstock. Okay, it's the same base. We're going to need 2 strips that are 1 1/4 by 11. We're going to score those at 5 1/2 on both of them. Then we're going to cut our DSP, and we're going to cut 2 strips at 1 by 5 1/4. We're going to cut 1 strip at 3 3/4 by 4. Ooh, and I did not put down the measurement on this one. So that's 1 1/4 by 4. Let me write that down for myself. 1 1/4 by 4. And then cardstock, if you don't want to use the card base like I showed you, you'll need, that was our piece of coordinating cardstock, 3/4 of an inch by 4, and we will cut that down. Cardstock for the large scallop die is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So we are going to start. I don't have my, yep, here we go. We are going to start with our Flirty Flamingo. We're going to cut our 2 strips first of all. Okay, so we need a strip that is 1 1/4, and this I don't think is going to be quite enough. So let me see if I have another. Yep. All right. So we need it to be 1 1/4, and I want it coming from this end, and I need to, okay, I'm getting all those little paper fibers that end up in the groove of my cutter. I'm just brushing those out of the way. That bugs me. So let's get started. So 1 1/4. Gonna need 2 of these strips. My hands are very cold. All of a sudden it got really cold. And I spent most of my day after doctor's appointments cleaning the kitchen. So, and then I said we are going to score these at 5 1/2. So right there. Remember, this darker blade is the cutting blade. The lighter blade is the scoring blade. So giving it a nice going over several times. I want a really nice score line on there. So there's one. We need to do this one more time. Here we have it. Holding it in place. Nice cut. And we're going to turn it to 5 1/2 and score nicely. All right, so we already have our other piece of Flirty Flamingo. I see another piece in there too. Okay, we already cut this to 4 1/4. Now we are going to turn it. I need to open my arm, which means I need to move a few things out of the way. I'll show you the stamp set here in just a moment. So let's get to scoring this. So we're going to come in and we are going to score at 1 1/4. Let me double, I don't know why, but I want to double check right now. Oh, it is 1.5. See? I knew that didn't look right. So 1.5, 3, and 7. Some of those score lines on there. So I need to change this real quick, y'all. It happens, you know. So score at 1.5. As it's very cold and my rings are going every which way. So I thought that looked a little too thin. So 1.5. I said 3 inches. Yes. And then 6 and 7/8. So here's 6. 7/8 is right there, right before that 7. And that's all there is to it. Now we're going to get our bone folder and go over. You're going to see this right here is what we're going to create. This, of course, was the first one I made. So we're going to, this 1.5 inch strip that we did, we're going to fold that towards us. And then the rest is easy from there because your next score line is going to get folded away from you. I'm going to turn this over so I can give it a nice crease. Facing it back towards me, this one then is going to come up behind it. So if you're like this, you fold this one up, this down, this up, and the back goes down, and it is all that simple. That's the beginning of it. And we already have our 2 strips scored, so we're going to fold these over, give them a nice going over real quick. This is not a difficult card to do. It is quite simple, but I think the effect is very nice. So we have our pieces now. We're going to set those aside, and we're going to get my guillotine out. So we're going to cut that envelope up. So where is it? We have a white envelope for our card, but I have the envelope. I didn't show you all the stamp set. It is so cute. Let's see, what do we have that you can see it on? Maybe you can see it here. So we have like a little lock here, the little keyhole to go in the lock. An actual, this would be, I guess, like a door lock, a key. Hearts, to my Valentine, I love you. Love is the key. You hold the key to my heart. Just those little cute little thing. This one, yes, Stampin' Up. Thank you. It's a great set. So y'all have seen me cut, and if you haven't, you get to see it now. You've seen me cut my envelopes apart. Look at that. It goes all the way in there. They know that we're going to cut them. I mean, come on. So I'm going to first start with this one up over here, and I'm going to take a sliver off of it. So just that little bit. Now I'm going to turn it this way. I can turn it this way too. And just so I get that nice flat edge. By doing this, it's going to open up this envelope for me, you see? So now I'm going to cut this off. Now I'm going to say that I can use that. It's white. I can use it for sentiments. I can use it to stamp on. Right now, I'm just going to cut that off. I'm going to stick this in my bin of goodies. And I'm going to take that ring off because it's driving me nuts. They're slipping and sliding. So now I still have a bit of the score line there. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to give it another little tiny trim because I don't want that on there. Now, the first part we needed is I needed to cut 2 strips of DSP, 1 by 5 1/4. So 5 1/4, I'm going to get it going this way. So I'm going to have to, see how the envelope comes here? I'm going to need, let me see. is this going to be, see, that is not going to get me to 5 1/4. It needs to be here. So I need to trim off, make a straight edge on one side of this. Now I can turn it around. Oh, and I need to trim off that bit. I normally try to save as much as I can, but I need it to be square. So we're going to come in, cut 2 strips, 1 by 5 1/4. So we're going to cut 2 strips at 1 inches. There's 1 strip. Two, and then it needs to be at 5 1/4, which is right here on my guillotine. Oh, yeah, no, that I was like, was that 5 1/2? Nope, it's 5 1/4. So there we have it. So there's our 2 strips of DSP. Our next piece of DSP needs to be 3 3/4, and this will not do it. So I'm going to need to cut up another envelope, which is no problem. I don't have any qualms about cutting these envelopes up. So we're going to repeat said process. Take a hair off, flip it over, a little shave and a haircut there. Open her up. Let's see if I can get that there. So next we said we needed, let me move my envelopes. It is cold in this room. 3 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to turn it this way. 3 3/4 by 4. I'm going to cut this flap of my envelope off. Maybe I'll stick that on my actual envelope. All right, so we have all those goodies that are going to go aside. Next, we're going to, which way is my keys are running? This way. It's got to go, these keys are going to run different directions, by the way, for this piece of DSP. So it's already, we need it to be 4 by 3 3/4. So there's 4. I want that darker bit, by 3 3/4. And then we need another strip that is 1 1/4. And this will be right, right there. All right, so I'm sticking all those aside. Now we can start getting our card together, at least the card base. So we're going to start with that large strip we did, 3 3/4 by 4, and that is not where I want it. Why is that? Should be a little, let me take a peek, y'all. Nope. Okay. I want to trim that down. Nope, we're going to go with it. We are going to go with just what we did. Okay, large bottle of Tombow. Don't know why sometimes I get. I'm going to have that darker ombre piece all the way down in my card, like so. So it is resting right on there. Next, we're bringing our piece down here. I think it's going to be quite interesting having the keys going different directions. I kind of like it, to tell you the truth. So that strip of DSP goes right there. Now for our 2 strips, we are going to take our long strip, do it just like so. Give it a little scribble. There we have it. Now to put these on here, our backings are going to go like so, but you need to get them where you want them and how far in do you want them. So we have them roughly 1/4 of an inch. Let me lay this down. I'm trying to make sure it's in screen. So I'm going to set this on the grid here on my top. I'm going to bring that right. Yes, it goes all the way down to the bottom. Like so, but you want it to be 1/4 of an inch in. So I'm going to take that aside and I'm going to add my wet glue like so. And then I'm going to take this, getting it right where I need it to be. I'm going to hold it down for a minute. I'm not going to do the back end. So now I'm going to move this to that side. I see this is 1/4 of an inch right here. So right in here is where my glue needs to be. And it's going to come up like so. Fold it over, and there you have it. That's going to be a little, oh, so cool. So very cool. Okay, so now that we have our flip, we can flip our flaps up, and we are going to run bead of glue straight down, not all the way to the bottom. Fold that over, fold that one over. Yeah, I got a little excess there. Wipe that on a towel. And there is my faux step card starting anyways, to come into play. Absolutely love it. So let's get to decorating. No wonder why. Now I need to cut it off. My measurements are off, y'all. That's okay. We're going to trim that. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it doesn't. It's like, why is that a little? That's okay. Now it's perfect. No fuss, no mess. Now it's going to sit better. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's get to decorating this card. We are going to be using our vellum as such, but the heart, my fresh freesia circle, I want that behind the vellum. So I'm just eyeballing where I want my vellum, I mean my large circle. And I'm going to use, you can use a pencil, it's up to you. I'm just eyeballing it. So I'm going to add some here and then some directly across. There we go. I can scoot that up a little bit more. So it is from the top, you're about 1/2 an inch in. So there you can see it. Oh, I love it. It's so darling. Now this large piece of vellum. Vellum doesn't like to play nicely, y'all. It just doesn't. It's not a nice companion for cardstock. So you can use glue dots, which came in your kit. I am going to use some tear tape. And how we figure out where to put our tear tape and such is we're going to put our keyhole on our large vellum circle first. And I'm not going to, I should stamp on that. Yeah, I really should, shouldn't I? And I said we're using fresh freesia, but you know what would be pretty is Flirty Flamingo. Do I want to do it in fresh freesia? Flirty Flamingo. Let's take a peek. Let's go with what I was. You know what? We're going to use Gorgeous Grape. It's a purple. We are going to use Gorgeous Grape. It's going to be nice and dark, I think. Huh. Nope. Fresh Freesia. You know, I can't make up my mind. I'm so excited to play with this kit. So, we're bringing in our Stamp and Pierce mat. Maybe. And we are going to get this darling little stamps out. We're going to use the circle. We're probably going to do some keys. Let's see, some hearts. Oh, cute. And the little keyhole. I need to move some stamps off of some blocks I have mounted. So there is our first one. Let's now, because they're new polymer, we're going to give them a little twist, ink it up, make sure no coating is on that. Oh, so darling. So here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ready? If you don't like it, you can always turn it over and try again. You could have used black memento, but I'm going with the purple. Oh gosh, it's so darn cute. All right, so our little keyhole now. Maybe I'm thinking maybe do the keyhole a little darker. Let me see. So I do need to still do a little stamp and twist. Because you know keyholes are a little darker. I'm thinking, I don't think so. That kind of not the right purple. Okay, so I am going to look at it this way. I think I'm gonna stamp it a couple of times. Hopefully I can get it right back where I had it. Just to make it a little darker. Give it a second. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, next we have those little hearts, which I want to use. If you're wondering, I'm taking my Country Bouquet stamps off of their blocks. I want to add, we're going to stamp and twist. I want to add hearts. Let's see, like so. Then I want to add some all the way around the edge of our little keyhole. I'm going to switch to the other side. Yeah. And add them going this direction. Oh, too cute. Too cute. Now, for this little keyhole, I'm not sure yet. But I'm thinking I might want to stamp this and punch it out. Let me see. They gave us some keys, but I'm thinking those are really too big for the look I'm going for on this. Because the size just does not, see, the size is like off. So they go great with the locks and all that great stuff that they gave us. So we're going to have to stamp and fussy cut ourselves a key. And I'm not going to use the envelope, but I'm going to do myself a little key here. So let's see about this. I'm wondering if I want to do it in Flirting Flamingo, but let's go ahead and cut out our key. And we're just going to fussy cut this out. Not hard, just as you bring your scissors down, just turn your paper. If you're new to paper crafting, this is what we did way before they had dies. We had punches. Dies? No. Okay, there's my little key, and I like it with the, you could also do it, we could do it on fresh freesia. Let's see what that looks like. Had a little strip of it somewhere. All right, never mind. Let's finish. Oh, our sentiment strip. Told you we're using this one. I'm a little getting too excited over everything. You can do love is the key, but I chose you hold the key to my heart. And I am definitely do a little twist one more time. And then I'm going to stamp it here. And I think we're going to use the Country Bouquet and do some hearts in a minute. But the first thing we got to do is get rid of this Mango Melody on the end of this. Just cannot have that. Just not happening for me. I mean, I'm sure it looks great with the Mango Melody on the keys, the locks, I mean, but not happening on this card. But I like the little banner, and we're going to stick it right like so. Okay, are we done stamping? Yes, for now we are. Okay, let's get this card assembled. Move all that aside. And I said, where's the vellum circle? Went for a walk somewhere, didn't it? Here we go. So we need to, now that we stamped it, put it on the vellum circle, which I already told you I'm using tear tape. So let me just put some on here. Am I overkilling it? Yeah, but I want to get rid of that roll. And get my handy dandy little straight pin to pick the backs off. All right, as it sticks to me, thank you. Ooh, we could stamp hearts. You know what? We're going to stamp keys on the back side of this vellum just because we can. Okay. So I'm not sure which is the back or the front, but I think the key thing will go in with the rest of it. So we'll probably do a combination. Did a little and I'm not sure if you guys can even see me stamping this. Let's see it on here, then you can see better. And if I stamp on my mat, so what? Just having a good old time. And we're going to throw some hearts in there. Just adding some background on our vellum. I decided to go totally across the entire piece. You could make your own DSP with these little hearts. Love them. All right. So now I'm going to turn it over. Put my keyhole right like so. And now I know where to put my tear tape again. So in the center, I got really close, but like I said, this is for paper pumpkin. I'm ready to get rid of that. So let's take that off. Non-recyclable. And oh, all those hearts just make it go. I love this. Ah, I love it. Okay. Ta-da! It's so cool looking. So next we have this strip that is, I said we cut it to 4, but I wanted to trim it down. Once I didn't want to do it before because in case I didn't get these exactly, I wanted to be able to adjust. So I'm taking a pencil, marking, starting from one end of the DSP to the other end, showing me where I need to cut. And if I did it before, more than likely I would have it off. So that's why I waited. And this comes to roughly 3.5. Now, you don't have to put this back piece of, you could just do that, but I think this just makes it, you could even back it in some more Flirty Flamingo, but I don't want to. I want just like so. So I am going to add me some glue directly to my card. In the center, as it slides around. It's what's great about the Tombow. Hold it there on those sides. I am not adding any dimensionals to this card at this time. I'm going to put some bling on it, but with the thickness of the fold, I didn't want any extra. Oh my gosh, so cute. Too cute. You know what we're going to do? Where's that heart? Here is that heart we punched out. I think maybe do a little Flirty Flamingo heart would be perfect. Yes. Okay. So Flirty Flamingo. We're going to do it in Versamark. So I'm going to bring in the Country Bouquet. It's sitting right here. It's like it's asking to, let's see, do I have a scrap piece big enough? Yes, I do. So we're going to use the punch. And I got to get all the stamps off of this stamp block. I've got videos to record. I was trying to do another live and save that project, but I'm having too much fun. So we're going to do Flirty Flamingo down here at the bottom. Like I said, we're using Versamark. You could do glitter on it. You could heat emboss this clear. Oh, but I just want it to be subtle. A little bit of that pattern. So I'm going to need to do another one, I think, too. Maybe we need to stamp that again. I'm not getting as much on there as I wanted to. So I see people, other YouTubers, and their Versamark is so nice and white and pristine. Mine will never be that way. Let's see. Let's hold it there for a second. Otherwise, I got to get the Flirty Flamingo out. I want more of that. I know the heart is distressed looking, that distinctive. Oh, much better. Can you see? That's it now. You see, I missed a lot of that detail. So I'm going to give it a wave because Versamark is sticky. Just airing it out a bit. Oh, I'm so in love with this. I so love doing this, everybody. Almost punched it out. Would have ruined everything I just worked on. But I do love creating things like this. I want to throw this out there. If you are interested, I would like to do a mailing of Valentine's cards out to my subscribers. So if you would like to receive a Valentine card, more than likely one that you had seen me create, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So I have the heart. This is the one I punched out. It punched out like this. I'm turning it over and adding it like so right there. So I just want to show that to you. I'm going to use a piece of tear tape real quick. And I'm just going to back that a bit. I just want, I could put that on a dimensional, and we're going to get another Flirty Flamingo heart. Okay, we're going to need to do one more with the Versamark. Let's do the whole thing. I can always use it on another card or for the back side where we're going to put our sentiment, because there's not much to write on this card, but I'll show you where it's going to go. So let's do another punching. Get us that extra little, I think I need to ink my Versamark up. There we go. That's my little heart I wanted. Oh, two. Cute. Oh, yes. Okay. Do I want to put that on dimensionals? No, I don't. I don't. But I'm going to give myself a nice piece of tear tape. And I got a little showing there. I want that off. This is going to go right there. And then my little key, we're going to put a little hole in my key. And I'm going to tie a bow in that. And I'm going to make it a little bigger because I didn't get it in the center. So let's see if this one will be the larger. Well, that wasn't much better, but it's going to be fine with the way I tie it. So what colors do I have? I have Blushing Bride. It came with Calypso Coral, which I'm not crazy about at all. And I don't have, there's no Fresh Freesia. We could do white. I could dye it. I don't want to do any of that. So I'm going to use this old Blushing Bride twine. Baker's twine, that is. It came with snail mail a few years ago. So I am going to, need to tie myself a bow. I'm using way too much twine, but it's gonna be good. Not worried about it. I'm gonna put a big old rhinestone in that big old hole I made with the hole punch. Y'all just wait and see how darling this is gonna be. Oh my gosh. I want some long, if you pull them together and cut them. Okay, back into the drawer you go. Oh, definitely. And I don't even mind it being that other color. So these are going to go down with, what do I have? I need some glue dots. Those are dimensionals. Tear tape. Let's try again. Nope, that didn't work either. Where is my glue dot? There's the bling box. Glue dots next to me. I already put the ones that came with the kit in the little thing here with the rest of them. There's one that is started somewhere. So we're going to use glue dots. Give me a needle to put this on there. So I'm going to put one here. Let's see how many, and another down there. That should do it. So 3 little glue dots on the back of my key. One there, one up there. So maybe it was best that I did that offset hole, because now I got plenty of space for glue dots. Love it. Just love it. And let's see. I'm going to use a glue dot on my heart. So one there. I'm ready to get this sheet finished. By the way, I appreciate so much all of you who subscribe, who watch my videos. I love you commenting. I cannot express that enough. It makes my day when I wake up, and the first thing I do, I look forward to checking to see if I have any comments on my videos. And I share them with my husband. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, honey, wait till I am so excited. And he's very supportive. Oh, so cute. So there is nowhere to write anything on this card except for the back. So the back needs some love. So we are simply going, you know what, a big circle would have been really cute, but I didn't prepare that. And you know what, hold on, I can get the decorative circle punch. It maybe not be exactly what I want. Oh, I wonder if Happy Valentine's Day from the, where are my, let's see. It says, to my Valentine, love is the key, I love you. That would all fit right in there. Let me just get a piece of white. I got plenty of it here. Oh, there's a big sheet. Let's just do this. So I'm going to punch it out. And we're going to use a piece of fresh freesia. Sorry, I was so excited to get on and share with you. I just kind of like went with it. So we need a piece that is 3 3/4 by 4 would do it. So let me move all of that, get my guillotine out. I'm just going to cut a card base open instead of opening up my fresh freesia, my drawer. So 3 3/4 by 4. Maybe I'll have to trim it down. Yep. No, it was the 4-inch side I wanted to cut down. There. So 3 3/4 by, nope, that was not it. All right. I want it cut from this side. So it's 3, that is the side I cut from. I could have sworn, y'all. This is going to give me a, all right, there we go. That will be center, and this is going to go like so. All right, we got it now. So this piece here, got rulers everywhere, is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And my glue, I'm so lost right now. Everything is a mess. It's usually not this bad. There's the glue. I was like, I'm going to put tear tape on it. So I'm just holding this down on the card basically where I want it. Adding some glue on that side. I'm going to turn it this way and add the glue right there. So this is for the back of the card. Next we have that decorative circle punch. Oh, I have that heart on there too, maybe, but I want to use these. To my Valentine, love is the key. We're going to use them all. To my Valentine, I love you. And love is the key. Oh my goodness gracious. I've used almost the entire thing up there. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to use every single stamp on this one card. Every stamp. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to get this key, the little lock, I mean, and we're going to stamp on here in birthmark, even though I need to give it a little squishy off here. Give me a second because I haven't used that one. Okay, so we're going to put, oh, so cute. We're going to put the key up there. Now I'm going to I'm going to turn it over, add those little hearts. Put some hearts in that corner. Some hearts in this corner. I love it. And where's the white piece that we're working on to begin with? Did I lose it? Nope, there it goes. Now we're going to stamp all these. So to my Valentine, I'm going to need to do the little this is really a let's play video, as I'm just enjoying playing and sharing you how excited I am for this card. Oh, let's take that off so I don't lose it, as I think I've already lost the other. To my Valentine, in the center of the decorative circle punch. Beautiful. I love you. Let's drop that down and pick it up the right way, Alice. So that kind of looks, nope, it's straight. So I love you. I don't like that. We're going to have to try again. Let me do it this way so I can actually see it being straight. Much better. Now to my Valentine. And I know I had the other one. It's stuck to it. So I'm going to take that off. Love is the key. Oh my goodness. And of course we need those little hearts. Going to add them around like we did on the vellum. This side. Ah, so cute. Ta-da! Oh, love it. That one could have been straighter, but I still love this. I'm so excited. Oh. Such a cute card. Now, of course, you could have just put a white piece in there and stamped all that. You didn't have to have the decorative circle punch, but I wanted it. Now, of course, it needs bling, okay? It's a Valentine card. And let's get we have those. We have these large opal. Do I want just regular bling? Or do I want these? I'm going to use these. Why not? These are the opal rounds. I told you guys I wanted one large one. Let's see. In the center of our key. Oh, that is pretty. So, and then we have one of these right there. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. And we will do, these are so big on this card. That's too big for there. Do I have any littler ones? No. So it's just going to be two like so. And let's see on the back. Do I want to put one there and there? No, we're going to leave it. I am like, I can go sit here and just play with this all day long. But we have used now every stamp in the stamp set. We could, I didn't have room for this. Could hide it back here in the back of the heart. No, just a little too much. So here is my card. The envelope, I could do an envelope. How much time have we been doing this? Oh my gosh, a whole hour. Nope, I'm going to end it. I'm just going to stamp an envelope. But there is my faux step card. I absolutely think it's adorable. And we used every single stamp in the from Paper Pumpkin. So I'm sorry this video went so long, and I just had a great time playing and sharing with you my first project for Paper Pumpkin. I'm so excited. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.